Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Kill. Slam.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Check 37. Check 37. Check safety. Lock it.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Wait! Ready! And let's get this,
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
No.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, 43, 15. 15. 58's the money.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Butker able to put this one through. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
44, Mike, 44.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Forced out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete.
Well, that play certainly took a long time, and that's why a lot of coaches in training camp, they use a whistle or a horn at about 3 seconds because they want the ball in the hands of the quarterback. They want the play to develop quickly and get the ball downfield. This one had to go over 5 seconds holding on to the football, and then he ends up getting hit, and they have an incompletion.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Come on, boy. Come on. Hey, Alpha. You got me. Look at me. Zipper.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Throwing after the interception. Hogan. Escaping the... Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Yeah. 56 to Mike.
Get it.
Off play action. Hogan. Just keeping the play alive. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Danny Nicholas able to run him down for a loss of a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And he coughed it up. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
To throw again on second down. Hogan buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play.
Was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake. Hogan. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the left. They still can't get him. Pushes him over. This game not quite as good as the last. Still over 40 yards between the two.
And the Broncos first down.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, exit. Hey.
56.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Hogan. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. Oh, my. All I can say is that baby might have just set the game of football back 40 years. Maybe 50, maybe 60.
Let's just go for 70. Just keep going.
The game never started.
Because there's no way I can analyze that.